Now let's talk about file storage and organization while you're a student at SM. Every single Santa Margarita student has access to their own OneDrive cloud storage. OneDrive is part of Office 365 and fully integrates with all Microsoft applications and products. OneDrive will be the primary location for saving all of your school-related documents. Saving everything to OneDrive will ensure that your work is backed up on the cloud, and it also makes your files available to you on any computer or smart device with an internet connection. Another benefit of saving to OneDrive is it allows you to collaborate on documents with teachers and students all at the same time. Now let's look at how to set up your OneDrive. You can access your OneDrive by clicking on the OneDrive logo, which is found on your taskbar. You're going to have to click on the upward arrow to show hidden icons, and then you'll see a tiny little cloud. It'll be gray if you've never logged in before, and blue if you have. So let's assume you haven't logged in, and let's go ahead and set it up. So click on the gray cloud. A menu will pop up saying you're not connected, so go ahead and click on Sign In, and enter your school email address, and click on Sign In. You'll need to enter your password, so go ahead and do that. You'll get a message saying your OneDrive folder is ready, and then go ahead and just keep clicking Next for the next few screens. Lastly, you'll see something about the mobile app, which you can download for your iPhone or Android phone. It allows you to basically have access to your OneDrive using your phone. If that's something you want, you can enter your mobile number, and you'll get a text with the download link. You can also choose to do that later by just searching for OneDrive in the app store that you use for your phone. At this point, your OneDrive is all set up, so click on the button that says Open My OneDrive folder, and it'll take you right to it. Your OneDrive will function like any other folder, and if you notice, you have two OneDrives. One just says OneDrive, and the other says OneDrive Santa Margarita Catholic High School. They're both the same, they'll go to the same place. When using your OneDrive, you might notice that files have a tiny little symbol next to the name. These are called status symbols. The first symbol looks like a cloud, and it represents an online-only file. This means you haven't opened this file in a while, and so OneDrive is saving you space by storing it on the cloud and placing only a shortcut on your tablet. To open this file, you will need to be connected to the internet. The next symbol means that the file is locally available, meaning that it's on your computer, it's already been downloaded from the cloud, and you can open it right away with or without an internet connection. If OneDrive detects you no longer need this file, it will become an online-only file again. The last status means that you told OneDrive to always have this file available. You do this by right-clicking on the file and selecting Always Have Available. For the most part, OneDrive will manage file statuses for you. Just remember, if it has a tiny little cloud next to it, you need to be connected to the internet in order to access that particular file. Now let's go to your OneDrive. The quickest way to access your OneDrive is by clicking on the blue cloud located in your taskbar. If it's not there, click on the arrow that displays hidden icons and locate it there. Once you've located the blue cloud, click on it, and it'll give you a quick rundown of everything that's been happening in your OneDrive. Now click on Open Folder, and your OneDrive will pop right open. Now let's try out the OneDrive to better understand how it works. So go ahead and right-click to bring up the menu, and hover over New, and select Rich Text Format. We've just created a file. I'm going to go ahead and name it Test, and I'm going to then press Enter on my keyboard. And if you notice, the status symbol changed to two circular arrows, which means that my OneDrive is syncing with the cloud. And it's really important that I have a good internet connection when this is happening. Once this is done, then the status will change to a check mark, letting me know that the sync is complete. If the sync gets interrupted, say I didn't wait for it to sync completely and I close my laptop, that might result in an error. And if there's a syncing error, I will see a red X as a status symbol for the file. If this happens to you, don't worry. OneNote will provide steps and a way to resolve the issues. But if you need assistance, please feel free to reach out to your teachers or come by the tech center. The best way to prevent this from happening is to let OneNote sync fully before turning off your tablet or closing it. Remember, you need to look for the check marks to know that it's synced. Now let's focus how you can access your files directly from the cloud using any web browser on a computer or mobile device. Earlier we created a file called test, in our OneDrive. Now I'm going to open up a web browser. In this case, I'm going to open up Google Chrome. And I'm going to visit office.com. From here, I'm going to sign in with my school account. Once you're logged in, go to the upper left-hand corner and click on the grid. This is called the App Launcher. It's going to display all of the Microsoft apps you have available. From here, look for OneDrive and click on it. And there's a file we created earlier called test. And if I click on it, I can actually open it up and work on it. So remember that you can access anything in your OneDrive from any web browser, even using your phone, just by visiting office.com. That's the power of OneDrive and the cloud. In the next 4 years, you will be dealing with hundreds of documents and files. If you don't have a method for organizing all of your student work, you'll quickly become overwhelmed. In that case, it's going to be difficult to locate documents you need when you need them. So let's talk about file organization. At SM, students are expected to save everything to OneDrive. However, having hundreds of files in the same folder will make it difficult to find what you need when you need it. So the best way to organize your files would be to create folders for each grade level. If you're a freshman, you're going to create 4 folders, one for each of the grade levels. Within the grade level folder, you can create folders for each one of your classes. For example, English, Math, Social Studies. By organizing your files in this way, you'll have a home for everything and you'll be able to quickly find what you need. Now let's go through the steps of creating your grade folders. Let's go ahead and open up our OneDrive. This time I'll show you a different way of accessing your OneDrive. Click on the file folder icon, the middle of your taskbar, and then select OneDrive from the left menu. Now we still have the test file that we created earlier. We're going to go ahead and delete that. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to go up here to the top menu and click on the trash can. Now that's been deleted. Now to create my folders, I'm going to just right click, and I'm going to go down to New, and I'm going to select Folder. For the first year, it will be 2022-2023. I've got my first folder. Remember, it's syncing. I'm going to right click again and create new and make another folder. This time I'm going to go 2023-2024. So go ahead and keep going until you have all 4 folders for all the years you'll be attending SM. Once you've created your 4 folders, we're going to go ahead and open up the current one. Now you might not yet have your schedule, but everyone here will be taking an English and a math class. So let's go ahead and create those folders. So right click, go to New, select Folder, type in English, and then do the same for math. Now let's say I'm in an application and I want to save something to my OneDrive. I'm going to go up to File and I'm going to select Save. If it's a Microsoft product, you're usually going to have OneDrive already as an option. And then you just select the proper year, English. Make sure you title it and then save. So now I'll know exactly where to find my English homework when I need it. So that concludes this brief introduction to OneDrive. Remember to make it your main location for saving all of your school-related files. By doing so, you'll have a backup on the cloud, so nothing will get lost. Remember to let your OneDrive sync by not closing it too early when you make modifications to a file, and use the folders we created today to help you keep yourself organized.